Hi, this is David Jones again, here to read you another story from my book, The Remarkable Life of an Unremarkable Boy from North Chattanooga. This one is going to be about us living on Mississippi Avenue. It's called 715 Mississippi Avenue, where we lived for 5 years when I was growing up, from the second to the seventh grade, I think. And this one mentions a lot of people, which is fun for me to do. After I got hit by a car, we soon moved not too far away to Mississippi Avenue, where I lived from about second grade to seventh grade. People I remember fondly living nearby include Alberta Malone, Ronnie Plumley, Janet Foreman Green, Alan McPherson, Sharon Foreman, Marianne Gaunt, Catherine Gaunt, my brother's friend Al Pittner, Tanya Hickson, Kim Hickson, Steve Thompson, Kim Thompson, Jim McCauley, and John McCauley. Just a few houses down the hill was the house of Steve Thompson and Kim Thompson, who lived at the corner of Mississippi and Albany Street. Along with Ronnie Plumley, we often played touch football on the lightly traveled Albany Street. On down the street was the intersection of Mississippi Avenue and Tremont Street. Just a few houses up from that intersection is where I had to bail riding my bike at full speed into the curb, then the sidewalk, and then the yard of Tim Abney. I was racing down Mississippi Avenue at the time with Greg Wyatt and Jeff Wyatt when my chain came off. Since I then had no brakes, I was afraid if I ran the stop sign at the intersection with Tremont Street, I would get hit by a hypothetical car that might be passing through on Tremont, where there was no stop sign. Now it's a four-way stop. As you may recall, I had just been hit by a car on Fernway Road a few years earlier. This bicycle crash resulted in my second brain concussion. Just across the street from my bicycle crash site was Northside Baptist Church, where there was a basketball court on the parking lot at the back. I spent hundreds of hours playing basketball there. My brother Doug, he was 7 years older, would take me with him there, where he and a group of other older kids played pickup basketball regularly. Since I was so much younger than most of them, I was usually relegated to shooting by myself on a crummy goal at the far end of the court. They played on the good court with the good rim. But sometimes, maybe because I was a precocious player for my age and generally likable, they would invite me down and let me play with them. It is here that I got to know a lot of my brother's friends, such as Bruce Corey, Bill Stewart, whose mother was my fifth grade teacher at Normal Park, Sam Turner, David Turner, Colin Lord, Bill Vanderveer, George Hubbock, Joe Hubbock, Dan Umbarger, and Mike Marlowe. The pastor of the church, Dr. McEwen, would occasionally come out and shoot with us. Once, when it was unoccupied, I was shooting at the good goal by myself. Kenny Wilhoit, we called him Bronny back then, soon showed up. He didn't like it that I was occupying the good goal, so he took my ball and kicked it down the steep hill of Summer Street. Due to gravity, the ball rolled all the way down to Dartmouth Street, where it ricocheted off a passing car and proceeded down Dartmouth all the way to Riverview. Kenny and I later became good friends. That's it for today. I'll have another one for you soon.